For this example, we have x cubed plus x minus 3x squared minus 3 equals 0. And anytime you see an expression with 4 terms in it, one of the first techniques you try is to factor by grouping. So let's see. Let's group the first 2 terms together, and let's group the second 2 terms together. And then we factor the GCF out of each of them. So out of the first one, the GCF is x. What does that leave us with? Well, x squared plus 1 is left behind. In the second group here, we can factor out a negative 3, again leaving x squared plus 1 behind. Now I factored out a negative 3 because I know that I want these 2 terms to match. Right? If I would have just factored out a positive 3, I would have had negatives all over the place. They wouldn't have matched. Now that these factors match, I'm going to factor the GCF of this entire thing out to the front. Okay, so we have x squared plus 1, and what's left behind now? X minus 3 equals 0. Now, in this particular example, we are working with complex numbers. So this is going to have different answers depending upon whether or not you're working with complex numbers or not. Right now we are working with complex numbers, so I'm going to include those kinds of solutions. All right, so we set both of these equal to 0. X minus 3 equals 0 gives us x equals 3, adding 3 to both sides. Here we have x squared plus 1 equals 0, x squared equals minus 1. Square root both sides, don't forget the plus or minus. So that gives us x equals plus or minus square root of 1. The square root of 1 is simply I. So we have 3 answers to this one, plus or minus I and 3.